Hello there, guys. Welcome back to Younes Talks Football. Welcome back to a brand new video. This is an emergency video. I was planning on doing a video anyway, but I wasn't expecting this. I don't even know where to begin. I actually don't know where to begin. I always pictured during the season that if Poch would be sacked, it would be a case where, we've got a plan, we know exactly what we're going to do, this is exactly what we got to do now, everything will be laid out. But we are now at the end of the season, after seeing Chelsea play much better, results coming in, things look like they're getting somewhere, and then all of a sudden, everything is halted. Everything has come to an absolute halt. Everything's frozen. Wait a minute. It's now official. Mauricio Pochettino, let's just call it for what it is. Whether he's been sacked or he's chosen to leave, it's one of them. He hasn't left by mutual consent. They've either chopped him or he's gone, listen, I'm done with your madness. See you lot later. Which I'm actually guessing it's the latter. And I'll explain why. But it's official. Poch is gone. Poch is gone. I'm actually speechless. I actually don't know what to say. I actually don't know what to say. Because now I genuinely don't feel like I even know where the hell we're going. This is the problem. I explained yesterday, funnily enough, as to why it would be best in this current climate now, with the way that Chelsea ended the season, and all the factors at hand, all the circumstances that are on the table now, including about Poch himself, and why his change of character, his change of methodology, everything that he's done lately has been what we've wanted to see from him, which we've got late, but better late than never, right? On top of the market, the managers out there, we thought there was going to be a massive managerial merry-go-round this summer. And in the midst of that, you could argue there would be a few top managers available. And if that was the case, cool. We have something to talk about. Earlier on today, whilst I gave you guys the England video, there was talk about Chelsea going for a young and inexperienced manager, which only added to why since we've ended the season, knowing that it's going to come to this now, I've been getting more scared of actually getting to change Poch. Why? Firstly, and I've told you why, going after someone like De Zerbi is a big no-no in my book. But it's not just that. After today, young and inexperienced coaches only. What are we doing? So we're linked with the likes of McKenna from Ipswich. I'm going to get to all that in a bit. But there's a big elephant in the room that needs to be discussed. Let's show you guys what has actually happened so you guys can get a complete rundown of the events as they have transpired in the last few minutes. Here's the latest. Breaking, Mauricio Pochettino has left Chelsea by mutual consent. That's from Matt Law. Chelsea have just released a statement as well. And in that statement explains why or how Mauricio Pochettino has left the club. There's a statement in there by Poch himself thanking the club and the owners for the opportunity and that, he wishes Chelsea the best going forward, and vice versa from the club. It's PR as far as I'm concerned. It's just a bunch of PR in there. Let's have it right. Now, before we get to where Chelsea might be heading, there's two things that we need to talk about here. There's two big topics. And we're back to talking about these two topics. Because let's face it, they're the big problem in the room. They are the ones. It's these two issues that I'm about to mention now that have always been the problem with this football club since these owners walked through the flipping door. Right? Let's talk about the sporting directors first. Not long ago, few days ago, we heard, the directors, they're not going anywhere. They're safe, all good, they will continue, right? We got Poch in, and now we're getting rid of him. I'm sorry, but if we're getting rid of Poch, shouldn't the directors be following him out the door as well? No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Which leads me to why. Why did Poch leave? Why? This is from Matt Law. And I'm going to add a couple of points that we all know about already. Here it is. There were no disagreements over who should be in charge of transfers or which players should or should not be sold. The differences are explained as being more philosophical and relate to the dynamics of working within a club structure at Chelsea. It goes back to the same point. The model. The way the club is run. Poch dealt with Daniel Levy. Yeah? Daniel flipping Levy. Mr. Economy himself, right? He should be Chancellor of the Exchequer. The way that he runs the finances at Tottenham, right? He's all about the dollar over there. Nothing else. Forget titles. Nah. Profits coming in. Cool. Shiny new stadium. Hosting NFL and concerts. We're good to go. He dealt with him for 5 years before a change was made. And Poch couldn't even deal with more than one season. Not even just more than one season. The season ended days ago. And he's gone. What does that tell you about the way that the club is being run internally? What does that tell you? Because now I come to this point. The owners. We're all being told, trust the process, trust this project. You can't even trust your own project, you bunch of lunatics. You can't even trust your own project. How in the blue hell do you want us to trust it? I would have more respect to want a manager to be sacked and for you to go, no, we're keeping him because we have an absolute vision on what we want to do. I would have more respect than it coming to this, where everyone can see, oh, you know what, Poch might actually be getting something out of this team now. Maybe things are actually aligning. Maybe things are happening. The players are playing for him. He's not lost the dressing room. He's changed a couple of things. He's changed his ways. Cool. All right, we're onto something here. And then, nah, get rid. But you're the ones that are telling us to trust the process. Trust the project. It's going to take time. Really. You got more power behind your flipping trigger than Roman Abramovich ever did. And you don't have anything to show for it. Yet you want us to get behind all of this. Hell no. Hell no. The problem with this football club, since these clowns walked through the door, are the owners. End of story. And the directors have been hired by these owners. So as much as the directors should be heading out of the door with Pochettino, if they had part to play in getting the manager hired in the first place, they have responsibility as to how he got through the door in the first place, and now he's been sacked. They got to be sacked too. But that's not going to happen. Why? Because this club is based on wanting a bunch of yes men. That's it. It's yes man city. That is all they want. And the moment that Poch started to look like he was coming out of that shell, and he's like, no, you know what? I'm not a yes man. I'm going to have a bit of backbone. I'm going to have some bite in my words now. All of a sudden there's a problem. All of a sudden, no. What's going on here? Which leads me to a point where I disagree on one point that Matt Law has put out here. That there isn't some sort of turbulence in relation to players being sold or not being sold. I'm sorry, but we all know that he wanted Gallagher to stay. And we all know that he wants Chalobah to stay. And we all know that these two players are being sold by the club for pure profit. Of course, pure profit coming through the door. Lovely jubbly, money signs, beautiful, right? Oh, you best believe Poch is gone now, they're gone. Make your peace. If you wanted Gallagher to stay or if you wanted Chalobah to stay, then they're gone. They're gone. Say goodbye. You might as well say goodbye now. They have played their last games for Chelsea. It's over. But the owners, I don't know. We're going to get money coming in. Beautiful. And then what are we going to do with that money? Yeah, let's go and buy a bunch of 17-year-olds. Oh, yeah. Beautiful. And what manager are we hiring? We'll go and get another yes man, won't we? We just will. We just will. Which managers are we going to be going after? Which managers? Well, why don't we get into it? Let's see exactly which managers it looks like we are going to go for now. Matt Law's mentioned it. We get rid of Poch, and I've said this. I think everyone's on the same page on this. If we're going to get rid of Poch, but we're going to go for an elite manager, we have something to talk about. But if we're getting rid of Poch for some nobody yes man, well, let's check who the latest links are now, shall we? Among the names likely to be considered for the next Chelsea job will be Stuttgart Sebastian Hoeneß, Girona's Michel, Ipswich Town's Kieran McKenna, and Leicester City's Enzo Maresca. Are you flipping kidding me? Are you flipping kidding me? You know what's funny? 3 of these 4 managers have something in common. Oh, they have silverware. They have second-tier silverware. They have championship level silverware. That's what they have. Yeah. We've got one manager that's won the Liga 2 in Germany. We've got Leicester that's managed to get promotion up to the Premier League. We've got Ipswich that have managed to get promotion to the Premier League. Oh, that's enough now for you to work at Chelsea Football Club nowadays. That's all you need. Are we serious? Girona have had 1 season. Michel has had 1 season where he's managed to get Girona into the top 4. You're hired. Stuttgart have managed to get themselves into 2nd in the Bundesliga. Done. That's all we need to see. What? Who's to say that that's going to continue? Where's the track record? How are we so sure? Oh, we're going to take another risk. Well, let me tell you now. I ain't jumping on board with any risks anymore. Any stupid experiments. We've done enough experiments. And this is the problem now. 2 years into this ownership. And we don't want to carry forward on anything. Yet we're told trust the project and trust the process. Listen, the only way, and I will say this clearly, the only way that there will be, I think, most of the fan base that will look and go, okay, we can ride with this, is if this happens. Florian Plettenberg says, now the decision has been made with Thomas Tuchel has also been waiting for this week. Pochettino is set to leave Chelsea as per Matt Law. As reported, a return to Chelsea is a concrete option for Tuchel, as he does not yet see his mission there as complete. Loose talks took place. De Zerbi another candidate for Chelsea. That's coming from Florian Plettenberg. The only way that everyone gets back on board, and we know that it will be, everyone will jump back on board instantly, is if Thomas Tuchel is given his job back. End of story. End of story. I don't see the logic on how you can look at someone like McKenna, right? Or any of these gaffers that have had 1 season, and not just 1 season at the highest level. At least Stuttgart and Girona are competing in Bundesliga and La Liga. At least. Even though that's 1 season to show, and it's not even a silverware. It's 1 season of finishing in the top 4 of their leagues, right? That's it. That's the achievement. That's the achievement. You're now welcome to come to Chelsea Football Club. The others are second-tier gaffers. They've been in the Championship. And you're trying to get them to come and get Champions League football. Did you not learn anything from what happened with Graham Potter? Did you not learn anything with what just happened with Pochettino? I don't understand. I don't understand. But there's one problem here. We ain't going to get Tuchel. We ain't going to get Tuchel. And I hope Chelsea can prove me wrong on this point. I dare you to prove me wrong. I dare you to prove me wrong on this point. Please prove me wrong on this point. But you won't go near TT because he's not a yes man. End of story. End of story. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Please. I don't even want to say I'm worried. I feel like we're in the, you know what? I feel like we're in big trouble now. I feel like this is going to get dark. Honestly, I don't know what else to add. I don't know what else to add. I'm going to end it there. We're being run by clowns. It's as simple as that. The club is functioning by clowns. We have clowns in charge. There's a bunch of lunatics at the helm. It's a bunch of lunatics in charge of the asylum. That's what's going on. It does not surprise me one bit if Poch had even an issue with the structure, with the way that the club is functioning internally, because it's a mess. And these guys don't want to understand. They're telling us to trust projects and processes, and they can't even do it themselves. It's just incredible. Listen, it better be Thomas Tuchel. It better be Thomas Tuchel. I swear, it better be. Get on the phone to him immediately and get him his job back. And we can all move past everything that's happened over the last 2 years if you were to do that, right? Because even, you best believe, there's players that are devastated from this. You could see that everyone was actually playing for Poch. As much as at one point during the season, I was thinking, surely not. No, in the end, they were. In the end, they were. So what's going to happen now? We're going to start again. Is that what we're going to start everything again? And to add, you see, at least with a structure where you have directors and people in charge that are going to make transfer decisions, that are going to get in players, at least if they're serious and they know what they're doing, right? You might have a case. These guys haven't got a flipping clue, have they? They just haven't got a clue. And you want me to trust them with transfers? Trust them? Absolutely not. Joe Shields is the only one that has shown some sort of pedigree here. The only one. But it's not even about him. This goes above him. This is the way that the club is modelled. This is the issue. The club model, what we are basing everything on. What's the foundation? The foundation is income. The foundation is business. The foundation is profits. Simple as that. And that's why you can say goodbye, Conor Gallagher, Trevor Chalobah. Thank you very much for everything you've done at this football club. I wish you all the best going forward. We know what's coming. But I swear, if we actually end up with a McKenna or a Maresca or any of these guys, we're cooked. It's over. It's over. End of story. End of story. Let me know your thoughts. And I'll see all of you tomorrow. I'm sure there's going to be a big fallout from this. So, yeah, we'll be here tomorrow to see exactly what's going on. And all I can say, Chelsea, pick up the phone. Call TT and bring him home. Simple as that. See you lot tomorrow. In a bit, people. Take care and peace.